Okay, so it's been a while since I've talked to you while doing the pull-ups. I realise now that I've got my training regime back in play, and I enjoy doing it. I love bringing you on the journey with me in real time. So I've got the camera stand with me today. This is just an old school camera stand that I got off Amazon. Nothing fancy at all. I love the Joby, but this is just giving me a little bit more leverage, and it's helping me a little bit today. And as you know, I don't invest in the high microphone category. I don't spend lots of money on that. I go old school with the Apple AirPods. Yeah, so I'm starting to get back into my flow, and I knew this would be the case, of course. Having that breakout over the Christmas period was my body's way of relaxing and just, unwinding, and now I've just fired it up. I said, listen, wake up, we've got a new challenge, 10,000 pull-ups in January, and guess what? I'm going to add a little 2.5 kilogram weight to it. And I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. I think I'm starting to lose some body weight now as well because my diet's changed since Christmas. So that is helping, as well as the fact that I'm now back into my training regime and that plan. So those two things are coming together, the training plus the better nutrition and the better diet, i.e. Eating better quality foods and not eating as much. So it's feeling good. I'm feeling like I'm getting back to me. I'm not 100%. I won't say I'm 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better. So I got chatting with someone recently, and they were saying, have I ever considered doing an event like an Ironman Triathlon? And have I ever done one? And the answer is no, I've not considered it, and I've not done it. I think they are amazing events, 100% predefined courses that have been put together by a team of individuals to really challenge people mentally and physically. I think is tremendous. Some of the ones, Tough Mudder, Spartan Race, High Rocks, there's lots of different events out there. And what I like about events that are put together like that is it means that people can get excited and get geared up towards an event, so you can get mentally in shape and physically in shape, but you don't have to design the course yourself. It is designed for you by a team of people, and I'd say that's a good thing. So you really just get to focus on your level of input. You can research the course beforehand, glean what information you can do, find out who is on leaderboards, who's doing what. You can even get together as a team of people, and I talk about this quite a lot. Doing an event like that, it is you that is going into that event. So it is you versus you. But because you're going to be amongst a great deal of different people doing different, coming from different backgrounds, so you will have athletes naturally, and then you'll have people that are doing challenges like that for the first time. I think it's good that you if you wanted to, you could get together with a team of people, and you might decide that you want to compete against people in your team. Absolutely fine, and you can get that buzz, that sense of achievement, and you can spur people on, because depending on which event you go for, I think events like Tough Mudder are very much inclined to help others, whereas maybe Ironman Triathlon is pretty much it's down to that individual. So different sort of experiences, should we say, but all absolutely incredible. But yeah, I'm always interested about new challenges for me. So in 2023, the challenge was 100,000 pull-ups in 2023, and that pretty much took up the whole of the year as the main focus. In 2024, I wanted to do things different because for the last 2 years, with the public challenges, the 50,000 pull-ups in 2022 and the 100,000 pull-ups in 2023, I wanted to reflect on that and just give myself some headspace, but I knew that I needed a focus. That's why I decided to do what I'm doing now, which is the 10,000 pull-ups in January. But, of course, adding the 2.5 kilogram weight to it, and listen, it does make a difference. I've actually said before, you know, when I was doing the last part of the 100,000 pull-ups challenge, the last 42 days, it was 1,000 pull-ups each session. And, you know, when I first started doing the 500 pull-ups with the 2.5 kg, I was almost wanting to do the 1,000 pull-ups body weight. It's just a different way of challenging myself, and that's the key thing. That's what I want to keep doing. I want to keep challenging me. But I have to be connected to why I'm doing it. So I'm challenging myself mentally and physically because it makes me feel good. There are so many different incredible factors that go into it. So lots of positive hormones are released. It makes me feel good mentally, physically, spiritually. I feel more connected to myself, more connected to others. And it's, you know, this has been talked about quite a lot, but it's almost like a sense of purpose as well. You know, a sense of direction, should we say, something to almost focus on, you know. And I like that. I think that is something that is incredibly important to me. Getting that discipline, getting that routine down. And I can't imagine not having it. I can't imagine not having that thing, but for all of the right reasons. And when I meet like-minded individuals, they kind of said the same sort of thing. They've got to have this structure, this routine. You know, if they're running on these days, at these times, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm feeling very good. How are you doing anyway? How's your new year going? How's January going? Or whatever's going on with you? Are you challenging yourself? Are you embarking on a new challenge, or what's going on with you? I'm interested. Let me know in the comments. Okay, I'm going to dig into this, so I'll see you soon. Okay, so that is block 1 complete. So 100 pull-ups so far. Just topped up my water now. And added some more electrolytes to it. These parts here, these are the bits where I focus on the most. This is where I get a lot of skin drag. A little bit down here, nothing too major. And then the fingers just around here. So I'm nicely warmed up now. Body temperature is, still cool. I've not gotten too hot yet. It'll probably happen around about, say, 150 pull-ups, something like that. It varies, and it depends on how long I've been training for, the temperature, whether I'm fasted or not fasted. So I'm not fasted today, just to let you know. I think there's lots of different factors that come into play. Also, it is quite cool out there at the moment, low temperature. I think it's about 6 degrees, something like that. It's important that I get that rhythm. So 5 pull-ups, reps max, get that flow. It works out around about 1.25 seconds for the concentric, for the pull, and 1.25 seconds for the eccentric, give or take. And it's getting that rhythm. So the hand placement is the same every single time for me. So on this bar, as you know, I'm using the Techno Gym bar. It's angled. I'm going super wide grip, but it's thumbs over pronated grip. And it's important that I get that hand placement where it needs to be, because I can already feel the skin drag now. It'll get easier as it goes along. I just have to make sure that I get the hand placement correct. I suppose it's part of that discipline. These are part of the ingredients that go into me performing high volumes of pull-ups. It's almost like getting the blueprint for the pull-up, for the one pull-up, which is why I focus on that one pull-up. So breath work, hip tilt, the regulation of my breathing to regulate my heart rate, foot placement. Obviously, when I've got the weights belt on and I've got weight, I just make sure that my legs are aligned. I don't cross over the legs. Do you know what's a common mistake, this? Listen, I remember, I'm going back a long time now, I made that mistake of crossing over like my right foot over my left heel, or vice versa. Essentially crossing over the left leg or right leg while doing the pull-ups. And you know what? It is a bad habit, and it's one that I had to very quickly eradicate. And the reason for that is, if you think about it now, so if I was to cross my legs like that, I can already feel that pull. It's slightly kinking my spine. It's slightly thrown it out of whack. Now, you may have started to do pull-ups yourself naturally and just cross your legs, or you may have seen somebody crossing their legs and thought, I'll just do what they're doing. Please don't do it. Please don't. Because the truth is, if you're going for longevity, long distance, high volume, you will be kinking your spine to the left or to the right, depending on which leg or which foot you are crossing over, which heel. But you might not be aware of it because you might be focusing on the pull. But this goes into all of the different ingredients that make up the pull-up pie, if you will. And I can share from my experience way back when I did not even give that consideration. All I wanted to do was pull up, just get that chin over the bar, or in my case, beard above the bar. I wasn't really thinking about my legs at all, but it's an important part. There's so many different things to focus on. A lot of that will become second nature, if you will. So think about something that you do in your life now that is challenging. Let's just take something which you may do. You may drive a car. At one point in your life, you could not drive a car, and you learned to drive, and it was probably quite challenging for you. You were thinking about lots of different things all of the time. So the hippocampus part of your brain was really full, and you were focusing on loads of different things. Whereas now, I'm guessing you get into that car, you know what you're doing. That engine's turned on, and you're already thinking about moving out, changing gear, you're off, you're away. Second nature to you. That will come with the pull-ups, but it will come with practice over time. I always reflect on my pull-up technique, always, even now. I always think about it. I always think, how was that last pull-up that I did, or how was that last set of pull-ups that I did? How did it feel? Is it where it needs to be? And it keeps me focused. That level of discipline enables me to move into precision. Okay, that is it. 500 pull-ups, weighted 2.5 kg, clean run throughout. All of the sets have been 5 reps max, so that is, I'm super chuffed with that. So nice and clean, feel absolutely incredible. Push-ups now, bodyweight squats, swim, sauna, jacuzzi. Beautiful session.